Good morning and welcome to Friday the 20th. Yes, the 20th of May. My calendar is right beside me on the bulletin board, so that's why I keep looking that way. The 20th of May. Yesterday I talked about something pretty heavy, and I promised I would talk about something a bit lighter today. So I want to talk about pets and the influence they have on our lives, as at least for those of us who are animal lovers. I will confess up front, I am not a big cat person. I am wildly allergic to cats, and I don't mind petting them. And I am one of those people for whom everybody tells me, when I go to visit them, oh, my cat is antisocial and she doesn't like visitors, so you won't see her. She'll disappear under the bed till you leave. And as soon as I sit down, and as a priest, I'm often wearing black. As soon as I sit down, guess who's sitting on my knee or crawling around on the back of the couch behind me or something like that. And I don't mind them. I just would never probably own a cat. It's just me. I'm not a cat person. Most of you know that I am a dog person. In particular, I am a dude person. Our dog, his name is Dude, D-U-D-E, and his full name is Little Dude. That was the name he got from the kennel when he was born, from the breeder. And Little Dude was the runt of the litter. He wasn't much of a runt, wasn't the traditional sort of failure to thrive. He was just the smallest of the litter, and my husband had asked the breeder who he was sailing with, the breeder's wife, also the breeder, was taking care of the animals, and so the litter was born while the guys were sailing on Artemis in December of 2013, and so the owners decided that they would have a litter, and some of the guys in the ship got to pick dogs, and Rob asked to have the male, the smallest male, and so we got Dude, and he was Little Dude for the longest time. He's now a 100-pound lapdog, a chocolate lab, so his name is just Dude. When he's in trouble, he's Dude Parker. When he's really in trouble, he gets a very specific Dude when I call him, but he gets El Duderino, he gets Duder, he gets Puppers, he gets Puppy. He's an 8-year-old puppy, but he is the love of our lives. I have 2 stepsons, but they don't live with us, so Dude is my kid, and I make no bones about that, and I apologize not. His Dude is, well, he's the Dude. The thing is that I have become one of those people who makes decisions based on their pet. Dude is, you've heard you've heard the phrase, the tail wagging the dog. So the dog wagging the tail. The dog wags our family, at least me. The tail is most definitely wagging me. He determines when we get up in the morning and what time we go to bed, or at least what time he goes to bed. He tells me when he has to go outside. He's a very smart dog. He only does this to me. He's never done it to anyone else. But when he wants to go outside or he needs to go outside, he'll come up and he'll take his jaw and he'll put it on my hand and just pulls a little bit. Never bites me. He's very gentle. Just pulls on my hand. Only me. I didn't teach him to do that. He just determined that. Or he has a frisbee he likes to play with. And if you're not listening to him or not paying attention to the level at which he expects you to, he will go get his frisbee and bring it to you to indicate that it's time to go outside now, Mommy. He is the light of my life. He makes me laugh. He sometimes frustrates me, but he always loves me. If I start to cry, if I take off my glasses, he'll climb up and start licking my face. But he never licks my face with my glasses on. At night, we have a little treat routine. At about 10 after 10, he'll come, and if I'm sitting up in my chair, I have a chair that has a foot piece that pulls out. And if I'm sitting up there, he'll come up and put his head on my lap, like this. And just look at me, like a little pout. And that's my indication that it's time to go to bed, Mommy, so we have to go outside. And he has to walk his perimeter. We currently, where we are at the house we're moving away from, don't have a fence. But as long as I stay on the deck, he won't leave the property. So he goes out to the side of the house and looks up that way on the sidewalk. He walks down the sidewalk to the driveway, and then he comes up the side of the garage, and he walks around the other side. And we do have one side of fencing on our neighbor's side, so he walks up the fence around the corner of the house and then comes back and does the things that a dog has to do before he goes to sleep at night. And then he'll come inside, and he then says goodnight. He just climbs up and kisses my face, and then he gives me a hug on both sides of my neck, and then he goes and says goodnight to his dad, and then he goes to bed with his puppy. He has... 1 second. Whoa. Sorry. This is his puppy. It looks like him. Well, it used to look like him. Dude has this incredible ability to completely remove, like he when he plays with toys, if there's a squeaker, he has precision. Like he's absolutely precision, like a surgeon. He goes in at a seam and he pulls the squeaker out, and he pulls all the stuffing out, and he carries the toy around with a carcass in his mouth. This one, we told him not to chew it, and he doesn't. He just carries it around with him everywhere, and he goes to bed with it. And he gets up in the morning, and then he, come here, up, come here. He wants his toy back, so come up. There's Dude. See? That's Dude. He doesn't like it when we take his puppy away from him. He was just laying on the floor beside him because he was having a nap. But Dude is the dictator of our schedule. He is the reason we make the decisions we make. For instance, in our new house, on the first floor, there's 3 bedrooms. One will be our bedroom, one is the office, and the other one is Dude's room. Now, Dude shares it with the pantry. We have our freezer in there and all our canned goods and our recycling and things like that. But Dude has a room to himself so that we can put him to bed and close the door. And if he's in trouble, he puts himself in his cage. He has a cage, and that seems to be a place of safety for him. For the longest time, I felt guilty about sending him or putting him in his cage. I thought that was so inhumane. But he actually likes it. He's got a SpongeBob comforter that's got SpongeBob and the squirrel and Squidward all over it that lays in the bottom of his cage and keeps him warm. And he goes to his cage when there's thunder and lightning. He goes there. If Rob and I are having a heated discussion, he'll go to his cage. And when he's in trouble, or when he thinks he should be in trouble, he'll go to his cage. You see, Dude's pretty good. I can leave something like a bowl of peanuts. He really likes peanuts. I can leave a bowl of peanuts on the counter or on the coffee table where he can reach them. And he won't eat them. Even if I go out for hours at a time, he won't eat them. However, he will go into his dad's bathroom and take a toilet paper roll. And he'll eat the whole roll of toilet paper, even the roll itself, the cardboard. And you don't notice until you go to reach for the toilet paper and it's gone. And usually, it's too late when you realize it's gone and you need it. So yeah, Dude, and when I come home and I realize that there's a toilet paper roll gone, or he'll do the same thing with a box of Kleenex from time to time. The minute you see the shred of Kleenex on the floor, or some little bit of evidence that he didn't clean up, as soon as you say, Dude, come here, he'll come in with his head down, his ears tucked back, and his tail between his legs. I'll say, Dude, were you a bad boy? And he turns around and puts himself in his cage. He knows better. But Dude is this amazing little being that God created, and he blesses my life every day. There's something about having that kind of companionship. And there's something about having a confessor who doesn't understand what you say and can't tell anybody else. I tell him secrets. I tell him how my day is going. I rant and I rave about things to him, knowing he's perfectly safe. He's never going to spill my secrets. He's never going to, when I threaten to kill somebody, he's never going to call the police on me. If I'm sad, he won't go running off and telling somebody else. He just curls up beside me on the chair, or more likely on top of me, and puts his head right near my face and just licks me, gives me a kiss on the chin, and reminds me that no matter what else is going on, Dude, now that I said he doesn't chew his puppy, he's chewing his puppy. Hey, no chewing. No chewing. I think he's just trying to prove me wrong here. He's never chewed on his puppy, and today he is. I wonder why. He has an audience, that's why. He stopped. But Dude is just that being, that place, that I can be completely myself and just be happy or sad or angry or bleh, because he's just there. We all need something like that in our lives. And whether it's an animal, for those of us who are animal lovers, or maybe for some people it might be a journal where you can write things down, where you don't have to worry that anyone else is going to read it. Or maybe just going for a drive in the car and yelling your fool head off because nobody can hear you. We all need that outlet. For some people it might be their cats. For me it's my dog. For others, like I said, it could be journaling or just going for a walk or a drive in the car and being able to just have a holler or a cry or do whatever you need. But we all need those outlets, those relief valves that help us just to let off steam. Makes things a little bit easier to deal with. But the thing about having a dog too is that he makes me laugh. So yes, he helps me let off steam, but at the same time, those times when I'm taking myself way too seriously, all I have to do is play with my dog and know that, number one, I can be silly, and number two, he loves me unconditionally. No matter what I do, even when I accidentally step on his chair or step on his tail or back my chair over him, because I sit at my desk, he tends to lay right behind me, I forget, and I back over him, he just jumps up and wags his tail and gives me we call it mooches, a kiss, a smooch, a mooch, and we start all over again. So today is my ode to Dude, my song of praise to my puppy. Let me know about who you have in your life, a four-legged friend or a lizard or a fish or whatever it might be that gives you joy and helps you to not think about yourself for a while. Either way, have a great weekend. I will see you if you wish to tune in for Sunday for our Wee Parish mini worship, or Monday for Church at Home with Rachel. God bless, and may you have the best weekend ever.